Why don't we come onto our backs to start today? And let's bring the soles of the feet together and the knees out to the side. And just start in this gentle hip opener. The hands can rest on the inner thighs or on the ground or on your body, whatever you like. And if you're comfortable doing so, I invite you to close your eyes, dropping your attention more inward. And if you prefer opening the eyes, just keep your gaze down and fixed rather than looking around. Maybe we'll just start by taking one deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Fully landing here, this body, this posture. Feeling the sensations of the posture. And then moving from there to feeling the breath, the sensations of breath. Sometimes when sensations are not uncomfortable or not particularly pleasant, we have a hard time tuning into them. And just see what it's like to be with the sensations of breathing, usually pretty neutral. You can feel where the breath kind of pushes out from the inside as you inhale. And the sensations accompanied with that pressure. Also the feeling of releasing and relaxing. Deepening the breath so that it feels like that pushing out happens throughout the whole torso. Maintain the rhythm of breath and just lift your knees up, feet on the ground. Lift your hips up so that you can place your hands underneath your low back and then lower back down. On your next exhale, draw the knees in toward the chest. And then inhale and straighten the legs out, hovering above the floor. Straightening, hovering above the floor. And then exhale in and inhale straight, just a couple of inches above the floor. And then go back and forth with your breath. So the hips are on the ground, your butt is on your hands, and you're moving the knees in as you exhale, and straightening the legs as you inhale. You can go faster if you want or slower. If you want to move faster, then maybe you keep the breath slow and you don't move with the breath. You just maintain a slow rhythm of breath and just let the legs move at their own pace. See what works for you. Knees all the way in, legs all the way. Let's do 5 more. And then just rest the feet on the ground. Release your hands. Let the knees rest against each other. Feet wide apart. If the breath became fast, slow it back down. Nice even rhythm. Inhale and exhale. And then lift the feet off the ground again, bringing the knees in. Take the arms out to the sides. And then on an exhale, drop the knees to the left without touching down. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right without touching down. If this is easy and you want it to be harder, straighten your legs. You can straighten them all the way or part of the way, letting that determine the level of difficulty. If you want to complete the twist, turn your head away from your legs. The next time the legs come to the left, leave them there. Turn the head to the right. Relax the hips down into the ground. And then find a way to breathe from the belly to the chest, moving the breath around the twist. Relax the right shoulder down as you exhale. On your next breath, bring your legs in head center and heel over to the other side. Turning your head to the left and relaxing down into your right hip. And so you might feel like when you completely release the weight of your body into the ground on that right side, then everything can soften through the belly and you can really turn into that twist. And then breathe into the twist. And then lift the left knee, lift the right knee, and keep the legs wide. Rest the hands at the insides of the legs. Feet are off the ground. Just let the feet kind of dangle in the air, letting the knees fall open, the arms heavy on the legs. And imagine you're sending your breath down into your hips. Release the arms, bring the knees together. Bring the hands under your lower back one more time. Lift the legs up into the air. Point and flex the feet. Beautiful. And then slowly lower the legs to the ground with control, nice and slow. Use your breath. And then once the feet come down to the ground, keep your hands under your buttocks. Press down into your elbows, lift your chest and drop your head back so that the top back of your head is on the ground and the ribs are off the ground. Coming into a fish posture. Breathe deeply into your lungs. Challenge yourself. Stretch even more with your breath. Okay, release your head. Release your hands. Lift your head. Reach your arms forward. Optional, lift your heels. Just a little counter stretch. And release down. Let your body relax. Take in the feeling of relaxed. Now bring your knees into your hands. Lift your head and rock on your spine until you come up to balance on your buttocks. And then bring the feet down. Send the left leg forward. Right knee stays bent. Left leg is forward. We'll reach the right arm up. Really lengthen up the side body. Bring the arm inside the leg. Bend the elbow and wrap the hand around the outside of the leg. Reach your left hand back and see if your left fingers can find your right fingers. If not, just bring your left hand onto the floor behind you. So the Right arm goes in front of your right leg, then around it. The left hand is behind you, either on the floor or finding the fingers. So Kelly, take this hand and bring it back. Beautiful. And lift your chest. First look over your left shoulder, then look over your right shoulder. And just go back and forth. Move with your breath. Last one. And at the center, release the hands. Come and place your right foot at the top of your left thigh as much as you can. If it comes just above the knee, that's fine. If you can bring it up to the crease, great. We'll hold on to the right foot with the left hand. We'll bring the right hand to the right thigh, not to the knee, to the thigh above the knee. I know you want to go on the knee, but bring it above the knee. Right, because we're not going to press down, we're going to press toward the knee. So right hand moving toward the knee. Deep breath. It's preparing the body for a half lotus pose. Then if you want to fold forward, then you can go ahead. You can release the arms and relax them on the ground if you want, or you can keep supporting the leg with the hands. If your hands are on the ground, really relax them. Let the elbows drop. Let the arms be heavy. Breathe all the way in, and when you exhale, draw the belly toward the spine. And then bring yourself up. Release the right leg, bend the left knee. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Really try to get long through the side body before you move further. And then arm goes inside, bends at the elbow and goes outside. And then that right hand either comes to the ground behind you, or if you can reach back and hook the fingers together, go ahead and do that. And then try to lift your chest. And then look over the right shoulder and over the left shoulder. Going back and forth at your own pace. Last one. And then release the hands, bring your head center, and place that left foot on the right leg, as high up toward the crease as you can go. The right hand will hold on to the foot, the left hand will be on the thigh, above the knee. And then press toward the knee with your left hand. So left hand is on the thigh above the knee, on the actual thigh, not on the knee, on the thigh above the knee, and then pressing toward the knee. Just feel your breath flow in and out, letting yourself relax. I forgot to say, if you wanted to bend forward, feel free to bend forward. You can leave your hands where they were, or relax your arms onto the ground. Check in if your arms are actually relaxed. If the elbows are locked, the arms are definitely not relaxed. So one of the first things to do is just to soften the elbows. Then also just check in. Are the hands relaxed? Are the shoulders relaxed? How's the breath? Okay, let's come up. Release the leg. Maybe shake the legs out. Shake the feet out. And then cross your ankles to flip over your feet, coming onto hands and knees. Coming onto hands and knees. So if you'd like to just place your hands under your shoulders and do a cat and cow, you're welcome to do that. Or you can place your hands in front of your shoulders and exhale into downward dog. And then inhale into upward dog, flipping over the feet onto the toenail side of the toes, shoulders back, eyes up, going back and forth, whichever way you want. You can also mix and match, like you can do a cow pose and then a downward dog. You can do a cobra instead of an upward dog. As long as your spine is moving and you're moving with your breath, whatever positions you're choosing are fine. And then we'll all come into a plank. Lift the left leg off the ground. And then bring the left knee to the elbow. Send the leg back. Place the feet on the floor. Lift the right leg off the ground. You can also do this in a modified plank with the knee on the ground. And bring the right knee to the right elbow. Send the foot back. Bring the knees down. And then bring the chest to the ground. So bringing the chest as far forward as you need to so that it actually touches the ground. Letting the hands rest beside the chest. Letting the chin rest, the knees and the toes. And then breathe in, and when you exhale, sink the parts that are on the ground into the ground even more. See if your spine can relax. And then straighten the legs, bringing the whole body onto the ground. Send the arms forward, pinkies on the ground, palms facing each other. Press down into the hips and pelvis. Lift the chin, and then lift the arms. Long, deep breath, and then lift the thumbs as you exhale. And relax down. Rest on one cheek. Let your arms rest. Bring your head center and stack your hands under your forehead. Actually, don't do that. Leave your forehead on the ground. The hands can just rest. Curl your toes under. Lift your knees and reach your heels back like you're pulling your legs out of your hip sockets, lengthening your legs. Then press down into your pelvis. Lift one leg, then lift the other leg. Imagine a string attached to your heels, pulling them up. And relax the legs down. Turn and rest on your other cheek. Bring your head back to center. Same thing with the legs. Curl the toes under, lift the knees, stretch back through the heels, lengthening the thighs out of the hip sockets. Lift one leg, lift the other leg, and then lift your head and lift your arms. Coming into a full boat. Let your body float up off the ground, buoyant on the inhale. And rest down. Stack your hands under your forehead. Let your heels flap out or in if that feels more restful to you. Feel yourself breathing into the ground. And bring your hands under your shoulders. Lift yourself up and come all the way into downward facing dog. Roll the shoulders down your back. Press forward into the fingers and thumbs, lengthening back through the hips. Let your belly dip down toward your thighs. Let your head drop toward the floor. Push forward into your fingers and really drop your heels. Stay with your breath. And then on your next in-breath, lift your right leg. Lift it as high as you can. Press forward into your hands. Sink into your left heel. Lift your right heel. Drop your head. And then look forward past your hands. Step that right foot up between your hands. We'll come into a high lunge, leaving the heel off the ground. Lift yourself up. Clasp your hands behind your back, noticing which thumb is on the outside. Dropping as low as you can through the hips, pressing down through the back heel, and then lift the hands. Breathe into the chest. And then bow forward, dropping your head, lifting your fists even higher. Support your effort with your breath. Then release the hands, bring the left hand to the ground, the right hand to the outer right knee. Pressing into your outer knee, rotate your belly to the right. And then float the right arm up. Reach back strong through your left heel. Breathe as though you're breathing from your left hand to your right. Then plant your left hand really firmly onto the ground. Roll onto the outer edge of your left foot. Drop your left hip. Bring your right hand to your inner right thigh and press it away from you. Okay, send the right arm back up and step that right foot on top of your left foot or onto the ground, or that left knee can come down, modifying your side plank. We'll turn it into a side stretch, taking that right arm overhead, reaching across through the fingers. Beautiful. Release the hand down, come into downward dog, child's pose if you're needing a rest. Beautiful. Hands press forward, hips lengthen back, heels press down. Relax the head down, shoulders down the back. And then lift the left leg all the way up as high as you can go. And then repress into the hands and sink that right heel. Lifting the left heel. And then look forward past your hands. Step your left foot up between your hands. Right heel stays off the ground. Lift yourself up into a high lunge. Clasp your hands behind your back with your non-habitual clasp. So the opposite thumb on the outside. Rolling the shoulder blades in. Drop the hips low, keeping the back leg straight. Maybe even aim the tailbone forward for a deeper stretch. Lift the arms away from the buttocks. And then fold forward, dropping the head, lifting the clasped hands. Release the hands. Bring the right hand to the ground and the left hand to the left knee. Pressing the hand toward the knee. Roll yourself. Roll your belly to the left and then float the left hand up. How full is your breath? Okay. And then go ahead and bring the left hand down. Roll onto the outer edge of your right foot and then press the left knee away from you. So the right hand is on the ground. The left hand is at the left inner thigh. Left inner thigh. And you're pressing the left knee away from you. Okay. And then spread your right fingers nice and wide. Send your left hand up. And then step that that left foot back to the right foot. You can bring your right knee down if you prefer modified side plank. And then we'll reach the arm overhead. Left arm overhead. So we're on the other side, Rod. Left arm overhead. You can't do that side? Okay. Okay, bring the hand down. Let's bring the knees down. Let's all come into child's pose. Let's take a little rest. Forehead either on the ground or supported by hands or fists. Arms folded alongside the body. Really relaxing all over the outsides of the body. Unless you need your arms to support your head, which is great. Extend the arms overhead. Lift your buttocks up your heels, spread your fingers, curl your toes, downward dog. Press the inner ankles toward the outer ankles, press the heels down. And then walk the feet up to the hands. Soft knees, chin to chest, roll yourself up. Reaching up with an inhale. Releasing arms down with an exhale. Step the legs wide apart. You can face sideways if you like. You won't need to see me. Take the arms out to the side. Then we're going to drop the left arm and let it just hang down as we bring the right arm up and then reach the right arm overhead. And then push down into the feet. So if you push into your left foot, that'll help you push into your right foot. And then if you push into your right foot, that'll maybe help you reach out through your right arm. And again, the left arm is just hanging. Keep your hips under you. Maybe turn your gaze up. Activate your legs. Activate your breath. Inhale up back into your five-pointed star. And then exhale, other side. Right arm drops, left arm lifts, body tilts to the right, left arm comes overhead. And then push into your right foot, into your left foot, and out through your left arm. Maybe turn your gaze up. Bend into it. Breathe into it. Exhale, release the arms down. Just take a moment here, catching your breath if it became more shallow. Then turn both feet to the left. Turn your chest to face your left foot. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Relaxing the arms down. Relaxing the head down. If the hands happen to touch the ground, take weight out of your hands, bend your elbows. Steer your hips a little bit to the left. So you find your left hip moving back into the right. Bend that front knee. Lift yourself up, reach the arms up. Hold the arms up, pivot your feet the other way. Exhale, fold forward, straight legs. Drop your head. Relax your arms. Soften your elbows. Breathe deeper. Front knee bends. Lift up, reach the arms up. Turn the feet to face front, release the arms down. Step the legs together, hip width apart. Lift the toes, spread them wide, lower them down. Close the eyes and feel the breath. And then shift your weight into your left leg. Feel it coming into the entire bottom of your left foot. Moving around in space a little bit to play with the pressure on your foot, making it even. And then stay connected to the breath, but gently open your eyes. So really letting the eyes be only kind of like half open so they feel almost sleepy. And looking at a spot ahead. We'll lift the right foot, place it to the inside of the left leg. If you can bring it all the way to the top of the leg, go ahead. If not, anywhere on the leg. If you struggle with balance, you can even just bring it to the ankle and have your toes still on the ground. And then if you can, bring your hands together at the heart. If and only if you feel fully balanced here, let the arms come up overhead. That challenges the balance more. So don't do it unless you're really stable in the posture. And then when the arms can come overhead, you can do any arm position you like. You can take steeple mudra, you can bring the palms together, you can have the arms apart, you can take gyan mudra, anything you like. These are your tree branches and they look however you want them to. Breathe life into your tree. If your arms are up overhead, bring them back together at the heart. Bring the knee to face forward and release down with the toes spread wide. Relax the arms, close the eyes. Feel the breath. And then start to shift weight into the right foot. And just because I'm asking you to pay attention to your foot doesn't mean you've lost connection with your breath. See if you can do both. And then stay with the breath. Gently open the eyes. When you're ready, bring your left foot to the inside of your right leg. You can press the foot into the thigh and the thigh into the foot. And Michael, you can do this on the ground too. On your back, you can take the same posture, one leg straight and the other one, because ultimately it's a hip opener. And then the hands can come to the heart. The arms can come up overhead. Steadying the mind by focusing on the breath, which also steadies the body. If the arms are overhead, bring the hands together at the heart. Bring the knee to face forward, release the foot down. Release the hands. Drop the chin to the chest. Let the knees bend and slowly roll yourself down. Slowly, so that you're breathing into your back as you come down. Coming all the way down to the ground. And coming onto your back. Feet on the ground so that you can lift your hips and tuck under and release the legs, shake them out. If you're using an eye pillow, you can place that on your eyes now. And then let the arms rest out away from the body. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, sinking the body into the ground. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw, dropping the bottom teeth away from the top ones, parting the lips. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing mental activity. So even if you're just thinking about what's happening now, that's still the mind working. So instead of thinking about it, just experience it. Just let the mind come to the feeling of the breath, letting the breath go so that it becomes natural, effortless, maybe even shallow or irregular, that's fine. Just let it be and just feel the sensation of the breath moving, resting your mind, resting your body, letting go, letting go. letting go, letting go. Breathe into your heart, move fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead, take a deep breath, stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest, rock gently side to side, feeling the ground massaging your back. Come center, rub hand to hand and foot to foot. Roll onto your side, resting your body on your underside arm, resting into the ground. Just taking in the sensations, the thoughts, the emotions, any sounds or sights, everything that's here in this moment, just being with it. And then when you're ready, slowly press yourself up to sitting. Let's see if we can come into a half lotus pose. Whichever hip is more flexible, see if you can bring that foot on top of the other leg. If not, don't force it. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down.
Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in.
Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.